Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Thursday, August 28th, 2025. So, everything that possibly could have went wrong today went wrong. I actually thought we were in a really good position in overnight trading because we had the S&P, the futures were down 20, and the Nasdaq was down some, and really the only futures that were up were the small caps. And we got we got an early run up on it, and that thing just turned around and started selling the entire day. It ended up, but from the types of positions that we had, it just did not go as planned. So today was not one of the better days. I was chasing my tail all day, but the everybody, and I wasn't really quite sure what would the S&P, how it was going to happen. Really, the trade that I was in holding overnight was that we were going to see either a really big move to the upside or the downside at the open. And we really didn't get that. And everything that I was in just kind of just started bleeding, and it was not fun. So everybody thought the S&P was going to drop hard today. Ended up making new all-time highs. We ended the day at 65.01. If the bulls can push through it, there's a lot of resistance as far as on the options market at the 65.20. I think if they get above that, it's probably tomorrow, which I don't know. I know we have some economic news out, and if it does, I still kind of think it's probably going to close the day around there. Whatever I think early pop is going to be, pop or drop, will most likely just be, kind of bid up and end the day at, close to even, unless something crazy comes out. But really, all the big boys are already in the Hamptons already drinking their margaritas. So I'm not really anticipating anything. So again, if it pops higher, 65.20 is resistance. On the downside, I mean, heck, it could go all the way down to 64.70 and still be, this is massive support right here, and it's pretty much where we started today. So the bulls have some room to consolidate. I've been talking about it in the report. I would be very, very cautious right now. We have there's cycle wise, we're heading into a very, very bearish time period. So if the bulls are able to skate through it without any harm, then we're probably just going to go straight up into year's end and not really have any pullbacks. But as you know, when we get into these cycles that are bearish, I'd rather be conservative, step to the sidelines, and if they pass through, then we just start, going along again. But there's a lot of different things that are lining up on it, and being we really haven't had any type of breather from the April lows, that's any, as far as sufficient to do time and price. I'm paying attention to this one. So that's really it. I think that we're gonna have to wait until next week and see if the Bulls are able to hold things up. Like I said, I'm skeptical right now, and right now, I moved the cash with most of the stocks I have. The one I did keep overnight, I'm not sure if anybody took it. I did put it in the report today. Was this Iron? And this was it's a crypto, but it's also AI. And I said that they're reporting earnings, and that it was right around. I mentioned it in the room at 22, right around that 22.80 level. Shot up to the 24.30, and then pulled back. But by the time it was right around here is when I put it in the report, and it came down, hit this support level right here. They actually blew out earnings, and let me just see something here. And as you can see, they are trading up at 25.75. So that right there is a 20% move. I suggested buying the 23 calls. So if it gets above that, most likely we're going to be heading up to this 26.70 level, and that will probably be at the open. I will close those calls. It would be a great trade if everything stays like that. Again, I didn't have much luck with the overnight trade last night, so I think that one's good. They signed some kind of deal with Nvidia, and they're in the crypto market. They're in the AI market. They're all combined. They're like a mining company. So that thing could take off. Hopefully, it will, and it'll wake up and it's at 30 tomorrow. We'll have to see. But so getting back to the S&P, you have the 65.20 is resistance. Above that, it's going to go to 65.50. That's going to have to be something with the economic news that will throw it up there. On the downside, if the economic news, the market doesn't like it, we keep an eye on this 64.30 and then down at the 64.45, which I think it will not go below these levels tomorrow. So I'm actually leaving before the market opens tomorrow, so there'll be no morning notes. I have a golf outing I'm doing with a few of my friends. We do it every year for a friend of ours that passed away, and I'm going to be heading down the shore and getting a little bit of a long weekend started early. And I'll be sure to keep an eye on the ERN. Hopefully, you guys got into it. And with that, enjoy your long weekend, and I will talk to you guys on Tuesday.